welcome everyone. This is Talk Wrestling in High Definition here on YouTube and No DQ. Thank you all for watching. If you don't know, my name is Jeff Meacham. If you did know, then bonus points for you. Today's show is about the stipulations in wrestling and whether they're being watered down. I don't remember who sent me this topic. I threw it on a Facebook question for myself, and I don't remember. I apologize. If you were the guy that sent it in, or gal, it could have been a gal, you never know, let me know, and I'll send you an email with an apology. Yeah, stipulations in wrestling have definitely become a huge fad, I guess is the best word to describe it. I remember back about 5.5 years ago, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Edge Bear, when Lockdown premiered in 2005, right?
I think it was 2005, but then again, I do not care about TNA because I am a WWE mark, and like NoDQ.com, I want to see TNA die. Because that's what everybody thinks, so it must be true.
We all want TNA to die here at NoDQ.com. TNA, well, you know what? We got rid of Dixie Carter. That was the biggest cancer. Is that right? We got rid of her.
Yes.
That's right. I just love how Dixie is still tweeting that she's going to the shows, dude. Just kayfabe. Anyway, people talked about me about burying kayfabe. Isn't that right? We're the kayfabe killers on NoDQ.com, aren't we? We're just evil people. Anyway, when Lockdown premiered in 2005, everybody was so up in arms and so bad out of shape that you're going to water down the cage match, you're going to make it seem less important, and the cage match won't mean anything after this. And you know what? To a certain extent, that's right. But the difference is Lockdown made each of the cage matches seem different in their own way. WWE, on the other hand, they've taken this gimmick pay-per-view thing and ran with it. They grabbed the ball and they ran like hell. If it's not WrestleMania, the Rumble, SummerSlam, or Survivor Series, which in itself is a gimmick pay-per-view, and so is Royal Rumble if you really want to come into it. Both those are gimmick pay-per-views too, but they're one of the original four. Everything's a gimmick pay-per-view. You have Extreme Rules, which is full of weapons and hardcore and stuff like that. You've got Money in the Bank obviously. Bragging Rights has basically stolen Survivor Series' concept and made it just about Raw versus SmackDown, but it's still a 5-on-5 elimination match at the end of the night. TLC has a table match, a ladder match, a chair match, and a TLC match. That's ridiculous. And you've got Fatal 4-Way. Every pay-per-view has some sort of gimmick to it. And the guy who this bear was based on came around in 98. SummerSlam 98 was your first pay-per-view, right, Edge Bear? Yeah, okay. Back then, it was still, they were still doing 12 months of pay-per-views, but at least every pay-per-view was different, and they all built toward the big four. Now it's like, and I said this a long time ago on the show, I said on XMV, I think even, or one of us did, there's no build toward anything anymore. There's no, real depth toward the storyline. It just bothers me. On every gimmick pay-per-view, there's two of that match in one night. Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell, before the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, meant something. It would come up at the end of a huge feud. It would be the feud killer, and it means something. Orton and Sheamus had a Hell in a Cell match. Am I right? Orton and Sheamus was the last WWE title Hell in a Cell match?
That is correct.
Yeah, okay. What idiot booker or creative writer in that office decided that Orton and Sheamus' feud was worthy of a Hell in a Cell match? Seriously, that was ridiculous. If you wanted to put a Hell in a Cell match in there, don't have it be at the title. Cena versus Barrett was the hottest feud, and still is the hottest feud on Raw, except for The Miz, because he's the champ. Have that be the Hell in a Cell match. TLC. I'm not a huge fan of the spot monkey matches, but TLC is still pretty friggin' awesome. But to have a TLC match and a table match and a chair match and all that stuff thrown in together is just overkill. My suggestion has always been, and my thought has always been, the gimmick pay-per-views need to die. They just need to, be killed off. Personally, this is going to cost them revenue, so they won't ever do it. But limit the pay-per-views. Go back to 4, 5, maybe even 6 a year. That way you can build towards something and have the pay-per-views mean something. Am I totally illogical in thinking that way?
I think they should also lower the damn prices already.
Thank you. This guy right here, this bear, knows what he's talking about. The pay-per-view prices, WrestleMania is $60? $60?
Yeah, going on that.
And HD is like 70 or whatever it is. The other ones are 44, 45, $50. And, you know, Aaron pays me very well. Don't get me wrong. Your boss pays me very well, but I can't afford these pay-per-views. It's ridiculous. You know, you guys, you know, I'm paid very well by NoDQ.com. But, you know, when all I can afford is a co-host to talk to, it's kind of ridiculous.
And you know what? Since WWE likes to exaggerate their attendance at big events, we're going to exaggerate their prices. I think WrestleMania is like $80.
I remember paying $100. $100 for a pay-per-view. It's blasphemy. I'm going to throw the bear. That's how pissed off I am. Sorry, bear. That's how mad I am. Anyway. Stipulations in wrestling. Ridiculous. What do you guys think on YouTube? What do you guys think on Facebook? Throw it out there at me. I might respond back. I've been doing a lot of that. I've been trying to be more interactive with you guys because I appreciate you guys watching the show. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time.